Hello BookTube, it's Ben here from the History File channel. I hope everybody's great, everyone is fit and well and healthy and enjoying what looks like the start of spring, or certainly getting way fully into spring. Well, I've noticed it's still a bit chilly in the evenings, but nice and sunny throughout the day. But anyway, I'm here today with a video, a weekly reads video, because I haven't done one for a couple of weeks, probably because I haven't been too well. So I think it's weekly reads number 23, possibly. So what I've been reading, I should also say I've got a mini book haul at the end as well. So what I've been reading this week is Clean Sweep, written by Thomas McKelvey Cleaver, published by Osprey Publishing, priced at, I think it's, £30 or $32 US. It's Clean Sweep, 8th Fighter Command against the Luftwaffe, 1942 to 45. So it's obviously towards the end of the Second World War when the Americans came in, and it basically follows the 8th Fighter Command. Some fantastic picture there of a couple of Mustangs, and it looks at what the pilots of 8th Fighter Command thought of, how they got on fighting, the sorties they went on, the various raids, and fighting against the Luftwaffe, what they thought of that. It also talks about their relationship with working in a foreign country, and what it was like working alongside the RAF and their cooperation and that sort of thing. But it also goes through like their training and being given notice to turn up with their squadrons, and it's really good. There's quite a few personal stories so that kind of makes the story a bit better. It's not just a regurgitation of facts and figures and that, but you actually get to hear what the pilots are thinking about, what they thought and that sort of thing. So there's various stories. Some of them are a bit, let's say, might have evolved a bit further or better as you tell each story in time. Stories tend to get a bit more elaborate. So there you go. But it's a really good book, a really good read. And that's Clean Sweep, 8th Fighter Command against the Luftwaffe, 42 to 45, by Thomas McKelvey Cleaver, and published by Osprey Publishing. Follow the link down below this video if you fancy this book. The other book I've just recently finished, I think it was this morning actually, I finished reading it. It's The Combined Operations, an official history of amphibious warfare against Hitler's Third Reich, 1940 to 45, written by John Green, published by Frontline Books, and this is priced at £25 or $49 US. A really good book. Mainly concentrates on, like it said, amphibious warfare. So it's very much in the role of like the commandos and the marine type soldiers. It covers various operations throughout the book. It's quite a good read actually. I must admit, when I first started reading, I was kind of a bit, the book looks a bit dull and it looks a bit boring. But it goes through the various operations that stand out, what went wrong, what went well, really good things. It includes the raid on Saint-Nazaire, in order to stop the Tirpitz from going there and getting repaired. It follows many of the D-Day landing stuff as well, so it's quite a good read, really interesting, and it really does cover the quite a few of the operations to do with being on the water that you don't really hear about so much. Quite often the World War II is dominated by either the Army or the RAF, but this is just more than that. It's really good, very interesting reading indeed. And I finished that this morning. As Combined Operations and Official History of Amphibious Warfare Against Hitler's Third Reich, written by John Green. And it's I should warn you, it's like based on official sources and resources. John Green writes a lot about history, quite a lot about naval stuff and warfare, but he often does it by using records from various countries, that official bodies, and you'll get like the official story from accounts. So some people might moan it's a bit dry or it's a bit official, but actually it's a really good book, and I quite like John Green as a writer. Right, that's what I've been reading this week. What I'm going to be reading this week is a little bit of a break from war. Who Stole the Secret to the Industrial Revolution? The real story behind Richard Arkwright and the water frame. Written by Glynis Cooper. This book is published by Pen and Sword Books and priced at £20. Follow the link down below if you fancy getting a copy. It's quite an interesting book, more than what I thought it would be. If I could just give you the quick blurb from the back. Startling revision of English history, Italy's contribution to the Industrial Revolution and why much of the initial inventive glory belongs to Italy. First recorded case of industrial espionage. John Loom pays with his life for stealing Italian secrets. Transcript of Arkwright's final and most damaging trial for plagiarism. So it sounds quite intriguing, this one. And I've read a couple of Glynis Cooper's books before, and she always writes very well and makes the story really stand out. So that's Who Stole the Secret to the Industrial Revolution. I'm quite looking forward to that one because it'll give me a bit of break from World War II. And I've got another book here from John Green. It's Okinawa, the Last Naval Battle of World War II. The official Admiralty account of Operation Iceberg. See, like I was saying before, he tends to follow the official line, but you'll actually get like you get the info from the horse's mouth, if I can say that. You know, if he'll be direct and get his info from official sources, which is good in one way. So I'm looking forward to that, looking at the Battle of Okinawa. Again, there will be a link down below, and I should say this is published by Frontline Books, priced at £25. Right, the little mini book haul thing, I've only got two. I'll call it a mini book haul. The first book I've had in from Osprey Publishing, because they've asked me if I wanted to read a copy, is called The Tonkin Gulf Yacht Club. The Tonkin Club Yacht Club. Naval Aviation in the Vietnam War. And again, written by the same author as the first book, Thomas McKelvey Cleaver. He wrote that book, and he's written this book as well. An excellent looking book, paperback, priced at $15.99. Again, if you want to follow the link down below this video, just click on the Osprey Publishing link and find your way to a copy of this. This is in paperback. They're doing a new campaign, they say, on promoting their paperback versions of their hardback books. So they've been in touch with me. So that's the Tonking Golf. And then another Osprey Publishing book. It's called Panzer Reconnaissance. Written by Thomas Anderson, published by Osprey Publishing. I think this one's priced at about, yeah, £35 or $50 US. Really good book. I've read a couple of these types of books before. They're usually about German artillery or German vehicles during the war. I think the last one I read was about one of the Tiger tanks. If you're in the UK and you remember the Heinz manual, whenever you sort of in the 80s and 90s, when you used to buy a car, you could buy a Heinz manual which was specifically for that car, and it'd tell you how it worked and all the specifications and that sort of thing. But and that's similar to what these books do. They tell you all about the vehicles, all the specifications, measurements, all the ins and outs, and it can be a little dry, or if you're not into that sort of thing, a bit boring. But you get the history and all the technical information as well, and they are usually quite a good book. So that's Panzer Reconnaissance. So I've just had that in, and I have one book coming in the post which should turn up sort of midweek, and that's called Immortal Valor, published by Osprey Publishing again, in paperback, written by Robert Child. It's called Immortal Valor, the Black Medal of Honor winners of World War II. So that sounds interesting. I saw it about 6 months ago in hardback and quite fancied reading it, but luckily they've offered me a paperback version that I can read. So that's that book, and that's kind of it for the books. One thing I should mention is I've started to restart my website. So if you fancy watching that, you can go to www.thehistoryfella.co.uk. I've only just started it in the past couple of days, so it's kind of there's not much stuff on there yet. So if you give me a chance to get some more stuff down there, it'll look a lot fuller in the next few days. But please feel free to look at that. It's various stuff about history, World War, American history, anything that takes my fancy. I'll usually write it down and I'll put it on there. And it'll also include all my book reviews as well, so you can pop along there and have a read of what I think as well. Other than that, thank you very much for watching. It's been a bit short on videos lately because I haven't been too well over the past couple of weeks. As a type 2 diabetic, diabetes has been playing up the past couple of weeks, and of course they've put me on new pills which seem better, and they've given me a new injection to take once a week. So I've been having to deal with the effects that has on me. So that's kind of why I've started the Kings and Queens videos, where I just do it through voice rather than trying to make videos. You can see that on the YouTube channel. Go along, have a look if you want. Tell me what you think. If you think it's rubbish, feel free to say it's rubbish. I've kind of just used it through telling the information and the facts I've gathered together, and then just read it out a bit like a story, because you often find with royal figures and making certain videos, trying to get videos or moving pictures, being able to broadcast them or getting the royalties to be able to put them on a video is quite hard sometimes, and so it was just a whole lot easier, and it meant I didn't have to kind of show my face as well. But anyway, hopefully I'll be getting back into more videos soon, and to hopefully keep you entertained or educated. Other than that, please take care of yourselves, have a good time. There'll be more videos coming up. Check out the Kings and Queens series I've got on the channel. Feel free to like my videos or leave any comments. I will happily answer anyone's questions or answer replies. Now that I'm witching, I'm going to go. Thank you very much for watching. Please take care, and I shall see you very soon. Goodbye.